Hello everyone. This is a 50-minute core focused flow that is going to ignite some heat in our solar plexus area. So grab a couple of blocks if you feel you would like them close and come to lie down on your back. We're going to start with a check-in with the solar plexus. So take your hands and using the fingertips, find the solar plexus area, which is between the belly button and the sternum. And once you've found that, press down ever so slightly. You will likely feel your heartbeat. You may feel some tenderness. This can be a little bit of a tender area. And know that your solar plexus is the area of the body that holds your inner power and your confidence. It's what drives you to live your life in alignment with what you desire and with what you're capable of. And we're going to work on igniting that fire today. Lift your arms above your head. Take your right foot to the lower right corner of the mat and stack the left ankle on top of the right, and bring your hands to the right upper corner of the mat, finding a lateral stretch in the left side of the body. You can use your right hand to clasp your left wrist to encourage that stretch a little bit more. Take a few good deep breaths into the rib cage, into the belly. You can use this time as well to set an intention for your practice, whatever that looks like for you today. Commit to the next 50 minutes for yourself. Coming back through center, take the left foot to the left lower corner, stacking the right ankle on top of the left and moving the upper body, the arms, the hands to the left upper corner of the mat. Taking those good deep breaths into the right lateral side of the body, really solidifying that intention that you just set and preparing for what's to come. Coming back through center now, we're going to move into some core play right away. Bend your knees and bring them up to a 90-degree angle, making sure that the knees are in line with the hips, and imprint your lower back to the floor. Bring your arms up, fingers pointed towards the sky. On your exhale, lower your left leg down and your right arm straight behind you. Inhale, bring them back to center. Exhale, lower the right leg and the left arm. Inhale, bring them both back to center. Alternating between the sides and making sure that we're keeping our lower back imprinted to the floor the whole time. Really working to engage the core strength here. Exhale, lower the leg and the arm. Inhale back through center. A couple more here. The last one, exhale and inhale back to center. Inhale, lift the upper body, bringing the arms in line with the hips. And similar motion here. Exhale, lower the left leg and the right arm, keeping the upper body lifted. Inhale back through center. Exhale, lower the right leg and the left arm. Inhale through center. Exhale, extend both legs and arms. Exhale, center. Exhale, single leg and arm extension. Inhale, center. Exhale, extend. Inhale, center. Exhale, both legs and arms. Inhale, center. We'll repeat this a few more times. Again, keep your lower back imprinted to the floor and really use your breath here to build the heat in the center of your body. After this last one, let's repeat the double leg and arm extension. So exhale out, inhale, draw it all to center. Exhale, extend, inhale through center. Couple more. Exhale, extend, inhale. Last one, exhale, inhale. Roll your back down, hug your knees to your chest. You can roll your head side to side to release any tension that may have pent up there in the neck. Hands behind the knees now. Roll yourself back and up. A good few times. You can make this as small or as big as you like. Really just to massage the back and maintain the heat that we've just built in our core. Eventually, you will use the momentum to come to stabilize on your seat. And once you have found yourself there, release your arms, keep your chest up and forward, find a brief boat, and cross your ankles, roll over your feet, and come to a tabletop position. Untuck the toes here. Ensure that your hips are over your knees and shoulders are over your wrists. Turn your fingers back towards your body, and we'll take a stretch here in the wrist. Inhale and exhale. Come back only as much as feels good for you. We are not pushing or straining here. You can even lift your palms off the floor a little bit. Breathe into that stretch. Coming out of that, turn your hands back to neutral and come over onto the tops of your hands now with the fingers facing towards each other. Make some loose fists with your hands and keeping your elbows soft, rock side to side. A nice counter stretch for what we just did. Back to center. We'll move into some cat-cow circles now. This is a really great way to mobilize the spine in all directions. Inhale, drop the belly towards the floor. Take your gaze slightly up. And as you exhale, start moving your ribs out to the right side as your head moves to the left. And bring your ribs up and over to the left as your head circles to the right. Inhale, coming back through center. Exhale, moving once again in that circular motion. Think of your spine as a jump rope here. It's okay if you feel like you can't get the coordination of this movement. All that we're doing is moving freely in our spine, feeling stretches in all sides. Doesn't have to be technical. Moving to the other side now. Starting by moving the ribs to the left, the head to the right, and feeling those juicy, gooey movements all throughout the spine, the ribs, the neck, the upper back, the chest. Making your way back to center. Tuck the toes and keeping everything in alignment, your core and belly lifted. Lift the knees up, hovering them just off the floor. Utilizing the strength of the core, of the shoulders, of the legs. A couple more breaths here. Keeping the strength in the shoulders and the arms. Step your right foot back, followed by your left, finding a nice, strong plank position. Holding this to harness a sense of stability and power and strength within ourselves. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, come back into a frog position. Inhale, shoot yourself back forward into a strong plank. Exhale, backwards. Inhale, forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Let's do this one more time. Beautiful. Lower the knees and come off your hands now, sitting back onto your feet in a kneeling position, and release your wrists however you would like to. I just roll mine in one direction and then in the other direction, releasing some of the tension there that may have built up. And once you've done that, come back into a tabletop position. We're going to do a little variation on thread the needle. So we'll start with the left side. Take the left arm and thread it under the right shoulder, bringing the left side of the face down to the floor. You can stay here for the stretch, option to bring the right arm above the head. Or if you would like a little bit of a challenge, you can join me, bringing the right hand back in front of the face and extending the right leg back behind you and lifting it up, engaging the core strength here to hold yourself balanced here. If you would really like to spice this up, you can lift the right arm carefully and bring it behind your back, or just stay on your fingertips. Wherever you are, bring that right leg down and extend it out behind you. Come back onto both hands and rotate that left leg out so it's perpendicular to the left side of the mat. Rotate your body and lift yourself up into a gate position. Inhale, flip the left palm, and exhale, stretch over that right leg as the right hand cascades down. On your next inhale, come up through center, and exhale, bring the left hand down to the floor, right arm up above the head, breathing into the right side of the body now. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, release back over that right leg. Inhale through center. And this time, exhale, bring the fingertips down to the floor, lifting the right leg up and the right arm above the head. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale over the right leg. Inhale through center and exhale over onto the left hand, right leg up. Flowing through this a couple more times, trusting the strength in your core, allowing yourself to express through your arms, softly lifting the leg up. This is the last time on the right. And this next time that you come down to your left hand with the right leg up, hold it for a brief moment. Take a nice inhale. And when you exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl your core inward. Exhale, extend. We'll do this a few more times. This is a beautiful balance challenge and a really powerful dynamic move here. Hold on this last extension and simply bring your right leg down, rotate your left foot back into the mat, tuck your toes, and come back into your first downward dog. We're not here for long. Pedal your feet out. You can keep your knees bent. Of course, we haven't done too much hamstring work yet. Before we come into the other side, lower the knees back down, untuck the toes, and take the right arm this time, threading it under the left shoulder, right side of the face down to the floor. Again, you can stay here in this stretch, or if you'd like to join me for that balance challenge, bring your left hand in front of your face, extend your left leg out and pointed back behind you. And lift that left leg up, finding your balance. You can, once again, bring that hand back behind you, finding the bind, holding onto the right hip. Bring the leg back down. Bring yourself back up onto your hands, keeping your left leg extended. And pivot the right leg out this time, coming up to gate on the other side. Inhale, flip the right palm. Exhale, cascade over the left leg. Inhale into those ribs and exhale. Inhale, come through center now, and exhale, come down onto the right hand, extending the left arm above the head, stretching into the left side of the body. Inhale through center, exhale over the left leg, and coming back to this flow, inhale through center, exhale onto the right hand, lift the left leg, left arm above the head. Inhale and exhale, teeter-totter over to the left. Inhale and teeter-totter, exhale over to the right. Moving at your own pace now, breathing through it, trusting the strength, trusting that you have the balance already, and allowing yourself to express and enjoy the stretch in this movement. On this last one, hold for a brief moment here, and on your next exhale, bring your left elbow to your left knee. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, bring the knee to the elbow. Inhale, extend out. Inhale, curl in. Couple more. Last extension here. Enjoy the stretch. And lower the leg back to the floor. Pivot the right foot back into the mat. Tuck the toes and come back into your downward dog. On your inhale, roll forward into that strong plank position. And on the exhale, let's roll over onto our left hand, left feet into a side plank. Couple of options here. You can lower that left knee down to the floor like we were just doing in gate, or you can keep one foot in front of the other, staggering them to give you a little more stability, or you can go ahead and stack the right foot on top of the left. You can even lift the right leg up into a star position. I think we've been here long enough. Let's come back through center and coming onto the right side now. Same options here with the feet. Take the gaze up towards that top hand if you would like, otherwise gaze forward and breathe. Wherever you are, come back through center into downward dog and walk the feet up to the top of the mat. Keep your knees bent and take your arms, wrap them around the back of your leg, find opposite elbows, and really feel the contact of your torso pressing against your thighs. So the knees are bent quite deeply here. Breathe into your legs. Feel the contact of your body with itself. Release the arms and keeping the head down, roll yourself up, keeping the knees bent. Roll the shoulders up and back. Let's keep the heat building. Inhale, lift the arms up, look up. Exhale, bring the hands through prayer as you fold down. You can keep the knees bent. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back into a chaturanga. Inhale, untuck the toes, up dog, opening the chest, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, come back into downward dog. We're here for 5 breaths. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Use the breath here to keep the fire building within. Keep your focus. Inhale, exhale. Come up onto the toes, bend the knees. You can step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise up, arms above the head, and exhale, bring the hands through prayer. Find yourself into Samastiti. Again, inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back into chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Again, 5 breaths here. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale for 2, exhale. One more set. Inhale, Exhale, come up onto the toes, bend the knees, step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise up, arms above the head, look up. Exhale, hands through center. Couple more. Inhale, lift the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, fold reverently over your legs here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back into chaturanga. Inhale, flow up, stretch through the center body. Exhale, downward dog. I won't count these breaths, but do take them, enjoy them. Come up onto the toes, bend the knees, step or hop forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands through prayer. Last time, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, roll back to downward dog. Give yourself 5 deep, focused breaths. On your next inhale, lift your right leg to the sky, and exhale, come forward, curling in, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg to the sky, and exhale, this time cross over right leg to left elbow. Again, inhale, leg up, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg up, exhale, right leg to left elbow. Inhale, last time. Exhale, this time draw the knee to the nose first, draw it over to the left elbow, and from there come over, extending the leg into fallen triangle. So keeping the back foot completely planted on the floor. There's an option here if you like to spice things up a little bit to lift the right leg, floating it off the floor, or you can keep it down and take your gaze up towards that top arm. Bring that left hand back down to the floor. Bring your right knee back into the chest, and then inhale, leg up to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot behind the left wrist and step the left foot to the right side of the mat. Inhale, straightening the legs and coming into a crisscrossed forward fold. Breathing here, moving the right hip back through space to square the hips out a little bit more. Always the option to keep a bend in the knees or bringing your hands up onto blocks. Lean a bit forward onto your fingertips, lift the left leg and curtsy it down behind the right, coming into a spinal twist. Right arm goes behind the body. Inhale, lift the left arm up and hook the left elbow in front of the right knee. Using that for a little bit of leverage to spiral open and back. We're not relying too much on supporting our body weight on that back arm, so you can think about coming up onto your fingertips a little bit here, or you can take the bind behind your back. Every time you inhale, think about lifting up, and exhale, spiraling open a little bit more. To come out of this, we're going to unravel that top leg and bring it behind us at a 90-degree angle, and bring our front leg at a 90-degree angle as well, spiraling over the left leg, countering that spiral that we just did on the other side. Breathe into all those areas that may be feeling a good stretch here. You can stay on your fingertips. You can also come down onto your forearms. Make sure that you are keeping a lot of length in your spine. Keep lengthening up through the spine and then spiraling a little bit more. Come back through center, tuck the back toes, and come back into a downward dog. Let's move this through. Inhale, come through plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Centering here before we go through the other side. On your next inhale, lift the left leg to the sky. Exhale, come forward and curl that knee in towards the nose. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow this time. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up. Exhale, spiral to the right elbow. Last time, inhale, up. This time, exhale, knee to nose, hold. Knee to elbow, hold. Before extending that leg out to fallen triangle, lifting the top arm up towards the sky. Option to engage the core and float the left foot off the floor. Think about lifting your hips more towards the sky, utilizing the strength of that side body. Right hand down to the floor. Inhale, bring that left leg back up to downward dog. And exhale, this time step the left foot behind the right wrist and bringing the left foot crossed back behind you to the left side of the mat. Squaring your hips as much as possible, keeping your spine lengthened. You can stay up on your fingertips or fold over your leg as much as you like. Breathing into the hamstrings and drawing that energy in through the center of the body. Lean a little bit more forward into your fingertips as you curtsy that right leg behind your left, coming to sit on both glutes and spiraling to the left this time, left arm behind you. Inhale the right arm up and exhale, hook that right elbow on the outside of the left knee. On each inhale, lengthen up through the spine, energy out the top of the head. And exhale, open up a little bit more, spiraling the spine. Come through center, unravel that left leg up and behind you at a 90-degree angle. Right leg also at a 90-degree angle. Walk your hands over the right side and finding lots of length in your spine as you twist over, staying on your fingertips, coming down to your forearms, feeling all of that sensation through the center of the body. Come up, tuck the back toes, step back to downward dog. Moving this through again, inhale, come to plank. Exhale, down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Take an inhale. And exhale, come to the tips of your toes, bend your knees, and jump forward into a wide leg squat, feet on either side of the hands, toes slightly turned out, finding a malasana squat. Taking a moment here to open up the hips, using the elbows to press into the knees as we have our hands in prayer at center chest. Deep breaths. Raise yourself up now to a more traditional squat. You can turn your toes in a little bit and extend your arms above the head in line with the ears. Powering through your legs, come to stand and lift your right leg up, keeping it at a 90-degree angle or pulling it in a little bit closer to your chest. Finding some balance here. Come back down through a squat and power through your legs to the other side now, lifting the left leg up into the chest. Finding some good core strength before we move into some standing flows. Moving with breath now, inhale, squat down. As you exhale, lift your right leg and spiral over to the right with the upper body. Inhale, squat down. Exhale, lift the left leg. Inhale down. Exhale, spiral over to the right. Inhale down. Exhale, power up and spiral to the left. Couple more times. Allowing your arms to flow with the movement or keep them at center chest, finding some more stability. Amazing. Come down to your squat, release your hands down to the floor and roll your body up to stand, bringing your feet back in together. Take a breath. On your next inhale, lift your right leg back up to a 90-degree angle and cross it over your left thigh, wrapping it around the left leg, coming into eagle. Lift your arms out to the side and wrap your right arm under your left. We'll start in a more upright position here, finding the alignment, the strength. Inhale. And as you exhale, option to fold forward, drawing the elbows in towards the belly button, curling over the body and drawing all that heat and energy inward. Inhale, come back to stand. Unfurl the arms from each other and lift the right knee back up towards the chest. Exhale, straighten that leg as you spiral your upper body open to the right side for a couple of breaths here. You can keep the leg bent, holding onto the knee. You can hold onto the foot, or you can keep the right leg freely floating up in front of you. Inhale here. And as you exhale, skim the right foot down to the floor, just passing through as you tip your upper body over, floating the right leg back into half moon. You can bring the left fingertips down to the floor, or you can try to keep them floating off the ground. Enjoying a moment or two in this dynamic balancing posture. Bring the right foot down to meet the left now and fold over the legs, keeping the knees bent. Releasing the left foot, give it a little shake if you need to. Wherever you have found yourself, bring your inner feet and legs together. Sit your hips down and inhale, bring the arms overhead, coming into a powerful chair position. Lifting up through the upper body as you keep those hips sinking back. Take an inhale and exhale. Bring the hands through center prayer. Spiral over to the right, hooking the left elbow onto the right knee and opening up to the right side, taking the gaze up to the sky. Breathe. Keep the hips low. Keep the power in the legs. Gaze down towards the floor. Bring more of the weight into your right leg and float the left foot off the floor, extending it up and back into a twisted high lunge. You can bring the knee down to the floor if you'd like. Gaze down to the floor, plant the left foot back and down as you lift the arms up through center and up and over into a revolving triangle. So the left hand is going back down the left leg. Right leg is stretched, feeling a lateral stretch in the right side of the body. Bring the fingertips down to the floor. Lean your weight into the right leg and bring the left shin down beside the right foot, about a hand's width distance apart, sitting upright. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, reach forward and wrap it around, seeing if you can bring the hand onto the back of the body and bind it with the left hand. Tucking the forehead down towards the knee, curling all of that energy inward, feeling really close to ourselves, feeling that heat conjuring up there. Beautiful. Come to sit straight up. Simply stand back up and flow straight into the other side. So lifting the left leg this time, crossing it over the right into eagle position. Lifting the arms up and out and crossing the left arm under the right, clasping the hands if possible. Take a breath as you hold yourself upright. And exhale, option to curl over the legs, drawing the elbows in towards the belly button. Feeling really stable, really powerful, and steady. Keep breathing. Inhale, come to stand as you unfurl the arms up overhead, bringing the left knee in towards the chest. Exhale, stretch that leg out in front of you and open the upper body over to the left side. Inhale. Exhale, skim the left foot down towards the floor and float it back and up as you tip the upper body over into half moon. Keeping the chest open, the arms extending energetically up and out away from each other. I had a little stumble here. It's okay if you do too. Left foot comes back down to meet the right, fingertips to the floor. Give that right foot a shake. I'm sure it's probably cramping a little bit. That's okay. Wrap the arms around the legs. Give yourself a squeeze. And feel free to straighten the knees and forward fold that way. Allow the hips to sink down as you reach the arms up. Establishing yourself here with a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, exhale, hands through prayer and twist over to the left. Gazing up towards the sky or keeping the neck more in a neutral position, just gazing forward. Gaze towards the floor as you take the weight into the left foot, floating the right foot off the floor this time and extending that right foot back behind you into a twisted lunge. Plant the right foot open and down as you come through center and unfurl open to the right side of the mat. Right arm cascades down the right leg. Stretch the left arm over. Left leg is straight and we're breathing into the left side of the body. Bringing the fingertips down to the floor, framing the front foot, and stepping that right shin down to the floor next to the left foot, hands distance apart. Inhale, reach the left arm up and forward as much as possible before wrapping it around the outside of the left leg, hand reaching towards the lower back, seeing if you can grasp the other hand. That was quite a bit of dynamic movement. Enjoy this moment of introspection. Bringing yourself upright, release that foot from underneath you and roll onto your hips, bringing your feet out in front of you now. And lean back so that you can lift your legs up, finding a strong boat position. Arms are extended out in front of you, palms up, and really think about lifting your chest up to the sky. A little more challenge here. Inhale straight down into a low boat. Exhale, come back up to boat. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Let's do it one more time. Inhale down. Exhale up. Hold boat as much as you can. Release all technique here and just move your legs and your arms around, making sure to move side to side. This is a more fun way to engage our core and fire things up there without thinking too much about it. Vary the levels. You can go down, come back up. Do this as long as you can. Breathe through it, smile through it, enjoy it, feel your power, and relax down onto your back. Hands on the knees, give yourself a squeeze and a little bit of a breather before we explore taking flight. Come up to a seated position again. We're going to move into crow. So cross the feet and roll over onto your hands and your knees and bring the feet together as you come back onto your tippy toes and bring your hands in closer towards your body. Knees are wider apart and lift your hips up as much as possible so you can try to get those knees into your armpits. Bend the elbows and squeeze them in towards the body. Gaze forward, not down, forward. And as you lean your body forward, you'll be able to lift one foot, maybe both. Keep practicing this. One day, I promise you, it will just click. Lift the core up and in, utilizing all that strength we just built. Wherever you are, come out of that. Okay, one final fun thing to play with. So come to sit again with your legs bent out in front of you, and we're going to try to roll like a ball in and out of crow. So roll back, roll forward, keep the ankles crossed, and see if you can just float straight into crow from there. Place the feet back down, sit back, roll back, keeping the ankles crossed, come back up into crow. This may or may not be working. Whatever's happening, just have fun with it. We're just playing. We're not taking ourselves seriously. It feels good to release expectations and maybe surprise ourselves with what we can actually do. Maybe catch that last float. And feet come back down to the floor. Keeping the knees as wide as the mat, come down to kneel, untuck the toes. Let's stretch this out, coming into a reclining hero's pose. You can keep yourself propped up with your hands. You can come down onto your elbows and support yourself that way. Or if you feel open enough, you can come down onto your back and release your arms up and over your head. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Breathe into the whole of the front body. We are furling all of that heat and intensity that we've built up through our core and even in our legs. Breathe, breathe, breathe. If you're on your back, start by propping yourself up onto your elbows and then onto your hands, and we will all come up to a seated position. Release the feet out from under you, move onto one hip, and stretch the legs out in front of you. Keeping the knees bent, we will hook our first two fingers and our thumbs around our big toes and focus on keeping the spine lengthened up as we press our torso to our thighs. And then as you find that contact, you can start to walk those heels out step by step and bring the arms around the back of the legs, finding that nice tight contact again as we did earlier. Release that stretch and come to lie down on your back. Bend your knees, feet nice and wide on the outside of the mat, and tip your knees over to the right side. You can bring the upper body over to the left upper corner of the mat. You can experiment with bringing the left foot closer to your upper body and think about thrusting that left hip up so that you feel this beautiful stretch all along the front and side body. Back through center, neutralize the legs, and tip them over to the left side now. Upper body coming to the right upper corner of the mat. Back through center, tee the arms out beside you, draw the knees in towards the chest, and then drop those knees down to the right side, turning the gaze to look towards the left hand. You can keep your right hand on the left knee to add a little bit of weight, a little more stretch. Lift the legs through center before tipping them over to the left side. Gaze goes towards the right. Lift the legs through center. I want to finish this class by embodying that solar plexus area a little bit. So roll over onto your belly, come to lie down, take your feet as wide as your mat, and flex your feet, but leave them relaxed in that position. Stack your hands and use them as a pillow for your forehead. And as you breathe, you will likely feel a lot of sensation with that breath as it moves your diaphragm up and down, moves your belly in and out. This is a really nice way to directly feel everything that's happening in that part of our body. To notice sensation there, to come into contact with it. And once again, I want to touch on the fact that the solar plexus holds our inner power, our personal power, our confidence. I won't say too much more about that. I'll let you interpret it and embody it as it feels true for you. Take a couple of final deep breaths in and out before releasing all of that doing and moving into Shavasana. You can bring the feet into a more neutral position and you can do Shavasana here, face down. Or roll back onto your back body, face up towards the sky, and release that way. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Do enjoy a good long rest. Take care.